Finally, we have our convoy orders. The convoy orders are, of course, notated by the fleet, because fleets are the only thing that, of course, can convoy. Here we have a fleet in the North Sea, and it is convoying the army in Edison to Norway. And what that would look like is, or not Edison, Edinburgh. So we will flip that to show convoying. As we do that, had it been a support, it would have been closer to the land. Convoy, it'll stay in the middle of the sea, and that is how that would work. Now, if, say, this was the setup, if there was already a unit there, unit strength says 1-to-1. Why does that not count as a second? Because it's only convoying, it is not supporting. Okay. Now our second example is, of course, going to be a double fleet. So let's get this set up. We need one in the Norwegian Sea and one in the Barents Sea, while the army is in Edinburgh. So in this case, the fleet in NRG, which in this case is the Norwegian Sea, will be convoying AEDI to STP. What? St. Petersburg? How is that possible? We have here the fleet in the Norwegian Sea, the fleet in the Barents Sea. Edinburgh is adjacent to the Norwegian Sea, as we see the border there. We're going to get a little bit closer of a look there, okay. Norwegian Sea, of course, adjacent to the Barents, as you can see up here. And Barents is adjacent to St. Petersburg. So what that looks like is, the first part, fleet NRG, convoy EDI to STP. Then we're going to do a semicolon to show the other fleet. Sorry about that. Seems that it wants to go a bit fuzzy. Fleet in the Barents Sea, convoying AEDI to STP. Now, it's an important thing to note with both support and convoy. If you do this, any of these actions, regardless if a unit by the way, I will have to be reshooting the support video because I did not put where the location of the fleet was on this. We're just going to go ahead and take care of that. So, in the meantime, Norwegian Sea flips, Barents Sea flips, and 1, 2, convoyed successfully. Because currently no unit there, otherwise had there been this fleet here, even though it's on the south coast, it's still on the territory. So it would be bounced because St. Petersburg is occupied. Now, of course, I do want to let you know that, as I was saying before I caught my mistake on the supports, even though you do this, you still have to remember to give the army that order. If the fleet there is convoying that, but the army's order is not given, certain hosts running the game may say, well, you gave the order for the fleet to do it, but you didn't actually do the army. And that's important. That is the way that I will be running games when I run them, and I want everything to be issued the order, not just, well, hey, it's all in this one little thing here. So, aside from that, it would also be, required that the army from Edinburgh to St. Petersburg was issued on its own line as a move command as well.